time. This is it. Here goes. We're recording and off we go. Enjoy, everyone. Good to have you here. And the show starts in 3, 2, 1.
You ain't never seen hot until it gets hot in Texas. And it gets muggy down there in Houston and in New Orleans. And it gets... I can't even go outside. That's good. Stay in the house. Turn on the air conditioner and watch that demon die. Watch it die right in front of you. Just get so muggy you can't stand it.
You're cute when you're mad, Ugler.
They are all that is man. This is the morning stream.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to TMS. It is the morning stream for Monday, June 29th, 2020. There is but one day left in this month. And then it is July.
And what will it be?
It will be July.
It's gonna be the 30th.
Oh, yeah, that's right, the 30th.
It'll be the 30th.
Yeah, because we just said the 29th.
It's not really that big a shock. Yeah.
Not really, but it is a big deal because June went fast, and now July is here, and it's going to be hotter than ever. But the virus just doesn't seem to care. It seems to be totally chilling in the heat, for best I can tell. So be careful out there, y'all. Don't let the summer fool you. It's still floating around, and it'll get you. It'll get you.
Wow.
You don't want to be gotten by the virus. I can tell you that. Anyway, hey, we decided to. It's funny, on a sort of an uptick weekend, we decided to brave a dinner out for the first time.
What?
First time since March. Yeah, it's been that long for us. We haven't done one, and so we decided to go to our favorite taco place, where they are overboard with the precautions. So we thought that's as safe a place as you're going to get.
What's overboard? Like, are they? Do they seal you in a plastic Ziploc bag, each person individually? That seems overboard.
Well, they have whatever rules are in place, they go just a little bit further. So it's like if the state says you can have them, but you got to have this much space around tables or chairs or whatever, they like double that. Like,
okay, gotcha.
They're just more hardcore.
Masks optional? Not here. Masks on permanently.
On. You have to have masks to get in. You have to wear them till you're seated, and you can only take them off when you eat. So there was that. So we felt pretty good about that, and we're like, all right, we're going to do that. And we decided to go with Jason and Corinne. Always good pals to pal around with, and we always get tacos together, so it's always great. And I'm happy.
You know that they've been responsible. I mean, you know that they've also been good. It's also a matter of picking people that have been.
Yes, you don't want to find somebody who's been like, we've been boating for the last 12 weekends. We're having a good time out there. Like, you want to be with people who are taking care of themselves, and we did that.
What the boating? Why the shade on boating?
I don't know.
I happened to go boating yesterday.
I like boating. Boating's okay. It's all right.
All right. Well,
it's a bad example. Let me think of a better one. You went to every open bar.
I've been hanging out at the busiest bars.
There you go. That's the one.
In Wisconsin.
Yep. I ran through Vegas naked. That's the guy I want to watch out for.
There we go.
Anyway, I'm happy to report that on the way there and while there and in the surrounding area, 99% of people were wearing masks. The only person I saw not wearing one was on a bike, and everybody else I saw wore masks.
Wow.
I even saw, and this is weird, I think maybe this is a little overboard. I don't know, but I saw a guy walking his dog, and the dog had a mask on. So there's that.
Get out.
Nope.
No way. Really?
Yep.
The dog had a mask on?
Yep. He had like it looked like what it was is one of those normal muzzle type thing, but it had like a cloth thing in it. Like a probably
well,
like a
dogs have been able to get COVID, so.
Oh, have they? Is that confirmed?
But I don't know if a dog can transmit it to a person. So, like, if your dog gets COVID, can he? Because that's the reason for the mask, right? It's not protect the dog; it's to protect other dogs. And I've seen the way dogs greet each other. So
you need to. Oh, carriers suggested. Is that what's happening, Dice Tomato? Okay, so they're saying it's possible they're carriers. Yeah, that's possible, I suppose. But I got the feeling, looking at this lady with her dog, that she didn't look at it that way, that she was thinking her dog might get it, so she's got him. Gotcha. It looked like things were a little too precious. Like some of the stuff on the dog were a little too ornate, a little too good of a haircut on the dog. Like maybe this dog was like a person to her.
A little pampered pooch situation going on?
A little bit. No judgment. It's fine. Do what you got to do.
Sure.
Live your life. But there was that.
People love their quote-unquote fur babies in all different ways.
They do indeed. I did have a great dinner, though. The tacos were insane there. If you ever eat at Taqueria 27 in any of its, I think, 4 locations now, they're a local joint, but they are so freaking good. Oh, my gosh.
Cool. You guys have Torchy's out there?
No, we've talked about this, I think. Have we?
I think we have. Yeah, Torchy's is an Austin staple that added Colorado to its location group, and it's what you describe about Taqueria 27 is probably how we feel about Torchy's up here. It's really, really good.
That's awesome. I love a place that grows organically and isn't just a big giant franchise.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. I'm looking at them now. Let's see this chick location.
Is another one like that we stole from Austin. I don't know what it is about. We get a lot of stuff from Austin. We get Torchy's, we get Chewy's, we get Alamo Draft House is kind of but that is across the country more.
Sure. I'm doing a search. We're sorry we could not find any restaurants using your search criteria. Darn it. So yeah, it looks like Arkansas, Colorado, Louisiana, Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas. That's it. That's a fine set of state locations.
Fine establishments, yes. Yeah. Anyway,
all right. Well,
that's cool. So, but a good time. Everybody doing well. Corinne and Jason.
Yeah, right? Jason's good. Corinne's good. They're doing some remodeling during this time, and so things are a little dusty and all over the place. Like that'll happen when you're doing remodel stuff, but nothing too terrible. They're doing all right. They send the tadpole their best. They're not able to hang out here as much as they used to, so
of course
they they're doing that now. Here's the bummer. Yesterday, about 10 minutes before there will be dungeons.
Yeah.
I had been sort of trying to take a Sunday afternoon nap, and I may have overdone it a little and realized, oh crap, the show starts in 10 minutes. And so I scrambled. I got up, went, mat down my hair, freaking run in there and pee real fast. Ran in the kitchen, and I was like, I've got to eat something or I'm going to die. So I ate, I don't know, I had a little couple grapes and some bread, and I just jammed them in my face, and pop! I lost a crown.
Oh, no.
At first, I thought it was
with grapes and bread?
Yeah, one right up in here. Up on the top.
Like not taffy or corn nuts?
Nope. Apparently it was ready to roll and ready to rock. And out it came. And so I was super pissed right before the show. I was so mad because I hate when that happens. And anyway, it's a pretty rare occurrence. This thing's like forever old. This particular crown, I've had it for eons. So I'm going in today and they're going to replace it. Good thing is it doesn't hurt. No sensitivity. I can swish with hot or cold water. Doesn't matter. No problem. So I bet it'll be a quick fix. And it seems like it's intact. Like it looks like it's just out. So just a re-cement should do it. And all should be well later today. But you know how it is, Brian, when you have something weird go in your mouth and you're like,
your tongue can't stop like, oh, that's weird. Oh, that doesn't feel right. Oh, that's totally different than usual.
Yeah, I can't stop doing it. And so and as a result, it feels like a giant cavern in there. Like there's some huge problem, But then you look at the tooth that's missing. It's intact. It didn't break. And you look at it and you go, oh, that's freaking tiny. There's nothing in there. Yeah. But your tongue wants to say, it's a vast crevasse.
Right, exactly.
Spanning
this
miles.
Feels like a gaping maw in my mouth. Yes,
it's like the distance across the Grand Canyon in your mouth today. So anyway, that's going to happen today. And it's not the same, different crown than the Swedish fish thing years ago, which, by the way, was like 2013. That was a long time ago. Wow. This is a very different crown, but it's freaking. I hate Dennis. I hate this. I hate this stuff. We called him this morning. They said, "Yeah, we have an opening at 3."
Nice.
I said, "All right, I'll be in."
And it's really just a matter of you go in. They're going to be doing the whole like N95 masks and face shields and everything. So I mean, you're going to be safe there. And if you have the crown there, it is probably just a re-cement thing.
I think so. Yeah, it didn't break or anything. They'll probably just clear out.
Rough the area up a little bit so that the adhesive can
Yes,
attach.
exactly. And then they'll redo it. They may not even have to give me the needle. I don't know. I hope they don't. But if they do, that's fine too. I take forever to numb. I take forever.
Yeah,
it's like it turns what could be a 20-minute visit into an hour and a half because it takes me like an hour to freaking numb up. I hate it.
Big guys like us, we pretty much need a horse tranquilizer at the dentist.
Kind of do. He usually has to give me like 2 of them. He'll come do one and then a booster shot later when it still hurts. He's like, all right, well, let's just go straight down to your freaking nerve bone. And
do you do the thing where you try to be, maybe it's not trying to be brave, but you just don't want them to feel like they're not doing their job, where they come, all right, do you still feel this? And after the third time of do you still feel this, and you do still feel it, you're like, no, it's fine, let's just do it.
Yeah,
as opposed to like, I still feel it.
I've done that. There have been times where it's so bad I can't help but like squirm and like wince and stuff.
Yeah.
But if it's just enough that under normal circumstances I would say yes, that still hurts. Instead I'm like, nope, I'm a man today. You go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Go for it. Just do it.
Keep drilling there, Tex. You're gonna find oil. Woohoo! I'll say. Those are the words I say. All right. Well, while I was all busy losing teeth and eating tacos, Brian was doing a more heroic deed of riding 40 miles in the blazing sun of Colorado.
Jeez.
How did it go?
And it went really well. So this was the MS 150. Normally this weekend would be the 150-mile ride to and from Fort Collins, split over 2 days, 75-mile rides each day. And obviously because of COVID, that stuff had to go. They call it virtual, even though you're still out there riding a bike. Virtual, some people did do virtual and stayed at home on their Zwifts or their Pelotons or whatever, and did their own personal rides at home and just tracked it. But because really, you didn't have to ride at all. You had to raise money.
Right.
But the raising money was like a pledge of like, I'm going to ride, give me money that I'm going to give to MS 150 and I'm going to ride.
Well, that shouldn't be ringing. Let's turn that off. Sorry, everybody. Why is that happening?
Who's calling you, Scott?
I don't know. They shouldn't be though. That's obnoxious. All right. Sorry, Brian. Yeah. Continue on.
So got up early Saturday morning. Uncle George, Aunt Barb, who I always ride with for the MS 150 anyway, came up. And Barb has MS, so she's, the fact that she does this year after year after year is absolutely amazing. I guess I have to do the voice too. Aunt Barb. Oh, it's Aunt Barb.
Aunt Barb.
She doesn't sound at all like that, by the way. We've talked about this, but she's from Chicago and has even very little of any sort of Chicago accent, but certainly doesn't sound like she's straight out of Fargo.
Right. And
SOF, as we like. Straight Out of Fargo.
Straight Out of Fargo. It's a great rap album. Everyone should get it. Listen to it.
It was my favorite. It was exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well done, NWA. It was real good
stuff.
Now,
I've been doing all my practice riding solo.
Yeah.
Riding solo.
Yeah.
And because of that, it's like I'm used to get up a hill, maybe take 30 seconds to catch my breath. But even then, it's like if I've got a downhill after that uphill, I don't even stop and take a breath because I know I can kind of catch my breath on the downhill.
Sure.
And not a lot of stops. I'm usually rocking about 12 to 13 miles an hour the whole way, and I do like a 10-mile ride in about 45 minutes or something.
Okay.
And but Barb having MS, I mean, she's got some balance issues. She's got some I'd almost say vertigo issues. Like we'd go on a bridge, and just the things that close to her on either side would kind of give her a vertigo issue to where she kind of had to take things a little bit slower. Totally understandable. Again,
sure.
I want to applaud 100 times her bravery or not bravery, but her stamina and her fortitude and her energy in being able to do this year after year. So I'm certainly not.
They would just send me to the couch, but she's clearly tougher than me. Like
she is, yes.
Yeah.
And but in some of these things we'd have to kind of stop and wait, or we'd go ahead and then we'd kind of double back, or we'd just kind of ride along at her speed, maintain her pace as well. And I'm just not used to that. It's like, as Joe Speed Demon here is like, no, I'm going to go do this ride. Let me go. I want to go.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, a sad side effect of that is starting at 8 o'clock 8:15 in the morning. By the time we got to our 40-mile destination later on, we were in the heat of 1:30 p.m. Sunshine here in Denver on, I think, almost a record-breaking heat weekend. I think we topped off at 94 degrees,
Holy
somewhere
crap.
around there.
Yeah, that's hot, dude.
And
ugh.
And
You in the shade with a nice cool drink, that's hot. Imagine being on a bike and riding in it. Yeah.
On a bike. And here's where that lasts. So the first 35 miles are really a stamina check. It's a few hills, but you're going from, or where we went from Golden, Colorado, home of Coors Brewing. Actually, we started at my house, and then we rode to their house, which is in Highlands Ranch, which is on the south side of Denver. Like,
sure.
You continue that far again, and you're in Castle Rock, or almost Colorado Springs. And the first 35 miles are all straightaways, a few hills. The last 5 miles consist of 3 uphills with a little bit of a either a level or a slight downhill before the next one. So
oof.
It's a hill check. Is it basically how prepared are you for these hills? And I was not prepared for that. I mean, I did it obviously, but here's where the heat comes in. It's like, all right, it just reflects off of the asphalt, because this was off of path. Yeah. We were on path for a lot of the previous ride going alongside the Platte River. This last stretch was bike lanes on streets, nice black asphalt streets that just reflect the heat right up at you like a parabolic dish cooking a hot dog.
Oof. Oof. That sounds hot just hearing you say it.
It was the toughest part of the ride for sure.
Is the Platte River named after Oliver Platt, like in honor of him?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, okay. It was in honor of his fine work in the movie Flatliners.
Flatliners. Yeah, really good work in that. And 2012.
It was his fine work in the movie Executive Decision, where he chews on a straw for 2 hours.
Oh yeah. Oh right. Never forget, you guys. Never forget.
Teus Straw Machina.
That's awesome. All right, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
So anyway, we completed the ride and had a really good day, and then I followed that up yesterday, going out on a neighbor's boat. It was basically Tina, me, our neighbor, and her son, and their friend, all of whom have been also very cautious and being really good. Went out to Chatfield Reservoir, and I put a photo. It's funny, the photo I put on Twitter really didn't do it justice, but there's one beach where, from the angle we were looking at, it just looked like a wall of people. Now, when you look at the photo and then you kind of zoom in on it, you can see it is a bunch of different clusters of people.
Yeah.
But there still were some pretty large clusters of people.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
We found a beach on the opposite side. Mm-hmm. We took the boat over there, beached it. We had nobody for about, I don't know, maybe 100 yards on either side of us.
Yeah.
And just kind of hung out there. We ate rolled up some brats. And
that
was a great time.
Is there anything better than a brat in a camping/boating situation?
No, there really isn't. We anchored the boat in kind of the middle of the lake, dropped in, swam around a little bit. It was a good weekend, but all that heat, because it was hot again yesterday too.
Yeah.
All that heat did a number on my eyeballs, and my eyeballs are now contact lens free, sitting behind a pair of Foster Grants. I don't know if these are really Foster Grants, but sitting behind a pair of glasses and kind of getting a little bit of rest and recuperation on their own.
That's a good idea, though. I'm glad you're doing that, because your eyes can take a beating when they're in the blazing sun for that long, and then you follow it up with a boat thing, and that'll do it too. And I don't know. That's just probably good for your eyes. I'm glad you're doing that. Otherwise, it'd probably feel like you're eating you're putting a little sandpaper in your eye. Nobody wants that.
It totally does. Can eyeballs get sunburned? I don't think they can, but still.
Well, I know they can get fatigued. Whether they can get burned or not, maybe. I don't know. I mean, you are shooting sun right into your pupil holes. Mm-hmm. So is your retina going? Ah, I don't know. Does it look like a little red lobster inside?
Kelly Zorel says yes, they can get sunburned. So maybe I did have slightly sunburned, sunburned eye. I just don't know if they have the well, you can burn your cornea. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, your cornea.
All right. Well, then maybe I just need to rub a little aloe vera on my eyes and get things back to normal.
Cornea. When I was a kid, I always thought cornea sounded like a magical land where all they had was corn, just everywhere.
Welcome to Cornea.
Cornea,
Can I
beautiful.
introduce you in a corn dog?
Or perhaps cornbread. Like they're just nothing but corn. Everything's corn.
Corn.
And the mayor is just like a big ear of corn with a face that talks to you and just gesticulates his little leaves and everything.
I think this feels like artwork that needs to be done, Scott.
Maybe.
I think you need a little archway that says "Welcome to Cornea," and the mayor sitting there, like the ear of corn you're describing.
Yep. If not now, then when? If not who, then me.
Exactly. So while I was talking about this,
Yeah.
Nukem82 said, "Coverville, my wife loves your shirt. Where did you get it? Ask us during our Call Now segment later on in the show, and I will answer."
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
Scott has one of these as well.
I do. I actually have a couple of those, and they're great.
Yeah.
And there's a whole story behind them. So if you want to know what that's about and you've not heard of it before, you can call later. not yet.
Yeah,
You can
don't
call later.
Don't call now.
Yeah.
Call now later.
Yeah, the people who are going to call now are going to try to win some prizes. And that doesn't mean
Right.
you can be the same person if you want, but just know that if you call now, you might win a prize. And what prize am I talking about? Well, I guess I should be ahead of myself here and had done away to this. Hold on a second. I could have done that a lot more gracefully. All right, he's coming in now. We're playing this. Yes, that's right. We're going to play Battle Royale with our good friend Brian Dunaway, all the way from South Carolina. Hello, Brian.
Oh, that's right, Scott. We're about to play Battle Royale. Oh, hi, Scott and Brian.
Oh, hi. This is very excitable of you. I like that.
I know he's trying.
Well, I
he's
mean,
muscling in on my game show host job.
Well, the introduction that Scott was given was muscling in, so I was just trying to reflect back.
Yeah, no,
You're
you did
welcome.
it. You did exactly what
Yeah.
you should have done, and we are
I
grateful
didn't
for
wanna-
your
I
service.
didn't. It's just like you just like traffic. You wanna stay with traffic. You don't want to go faster or slower.
Yeah.
Causes conflict. You just want to.
Oh, let me ask you
Thank you.
this. Let me ask you this. How do
Right.
you feel?
I'm not for it.
When someone says, "Stay in your lane," when they're referring to you having an opinion on something, how do you feel about that? How does that make
How I
you
feel
feel?
about it. I usually don't feel very well about it because obviously they're telling me to shut up.
All right, that is basically what they're saying, right?
Yeah. Shut
in
up.
no
Yeah.
uncertain terms.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Stay in your lane. I don't
Shut
know.
up, Donnie. You don't know what you're talking about. You're out of your league, Donnie.
You're out of your
Shut
league,
up.
Donnie. Yeah.
Ready to leave? Just go ahead and be quiet. And I'm like, oh, that's fine. I mean, I don't need to talk to you anyway. Bye.
Poor Donnie.
And then I just head out my lane.
Donnie was a good example of you always think it's the big John Goodman guy that's going to have the heart attack, but sometimes it's the skinny little spindly guy. That's what the lesson is with Donnie. Remember.
That's right. Oh,
Always
that's right.
remember.
Out of your element. You're out of your element, Donnie.
You're out of your element. All right. We got a caller on the line to play with us today. Let's find out who's been so very patient here. Hi, who's this?
Hey, it's Tracy in Seattle.
Well, hello, Tracy in Seattle. How are you?
Doing all right. How are you guys doing?
Oh, doing our best here. We got some kind of weird cold front rain thing from you people. Came down the other day.
Yeah.
So thanks for that. And now, actually, it's not bad because now I get to go to the dentist in like pants and a normal shirt, and I don't have to look like a beach bum when I go. So
Thank God you're taking pants this time.
I know, right? Because it's been really hot here, like Brian said, like in the mid to high 90s, and then today it's like 48 outside. It's going to be a high of 60, and that.
Yeah. We had a Sahara dust storm over our heads all weekend, so whatever.
Oh yeah, that's supposed to That's supposed to reach everyone eventually at some point.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Biggest one in 50 years.
Yeah,
It's like
50
the beginning of a
years.
Stephen King. It's like the beginning of a Stephen King story, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does kind
It
of.
was the biggest dust storm in 50 years.
It does. And it's coming out of. So it's the African Sahara, and it's so big that supposedly every city in America will see. We'll have to deal with this
effects
thing.
from it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's how big it is.
I was kind of like I just went outside and I said nope and went back inside.
You're like, yeah, I don't want to breathe this.
Nah,
in.
I don't want to
like
read
how
that.
I like how
I'm
Tracy comes in, says he's from Seattle, and then you guys go on a complete tangent about the weather and
Who's Tracy?
Exactly.
Oh, hey,
right.
Tracy.
Oh, right.
That's
Well,
terrible.
Look what
Hey,
we've
Tracy,
done.
you staying safe? You got the chop out there. You staying away from the chop?
The chop. What's the chop?
Oh, yeah.
Job.
What's the chop?
It's not much. It's like 3 square blocks.
Oh,
The
the
chop
thing with
is-
the little zone of the
The
non-militarized.
purge, basically the purge in a localized area.
Yeah. Except it's. I guess it's like. It's all good, right? It's all peaceful and stuff. It's
Fine.
not purging.
Tracy's
There's
story
been
trumps my
shootings and-
Sahara Desert story. Whatever.
I guess
Good
so.
job.
Listen, nobody needs to be breathing in sand because it's made out of glass. Isn't that the deal? Isn't glass made out of sand? Isn't that true?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever. I'm just going to stay in my lane. Whatever.
Stay in your lane, Dunaway. All right, Brian Ibbott's going to reach out of his lane and tell us how this contest works and what Tracy might win. Works.
I will do exactly that, words and all. I'm going to give Scott and Brian a topic. They're going to go back and forth with answers for that topic. If one of them gives a wrong answer, a repeated answer, or they take too long to come up with an answer, the win is going to go to the other player. Your job, Tracy, is to predict who's going to come out on top. Based on the topic today, you are playing for a couple of Steam games, courtesy of Wesley. You're playing for the 1111 Memories Retold game and Synthetic Legion Rising. Are you guys familiar with either of those?
I am not. Synthetic is spelled funny, right? Like it's
It is spelled funny, yes. Synthetic.
I have seen it, I think. I don't know what that is, though. I'm sure it's good, though.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
Both of those, again, courtesy of Wesley. Thanks again to Wesley for sending us such great prizes for Babel Royale. Our subject today, if you want to send in a subject, by the way, email me, coverville@gmail.com. Include Babel Royale in the subject line. That way I can find it when I'm looking for it.
Nice.
This one comes to us from Nabil. Nabil, heard us talking all about Mortal Kombat last week, or maybe a couple weeks. I can't remember when we did it. I think it was last week.
It was last week.
And
yeah.
said, how about a love for the old Street Fighter? Now, Street Fighter has a lot more characters in its belt than Mortal Kombat.
That's because you don't have as many come back as often.
Yeah, they swap them around, but you're right. They have a huge roster. There's no question about
They
that.
do.
Yeah.
They do. And I want to know how much of that roster you can identify. And we're going to say everything from Street Fighter all the way up until Street Fighter EX and even Street Fighter the movie arcade game.
Oh, the movie arcade game.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Street Fighter, the movie.
Because you need to incept that.
Yeah. It was called Street Fighter, the movie. No. What was the exact title? Street Fighter, the movie, the arcade game?
Street Fighter the movie. Well, it was just Street Fighter the movie.
Just Street Fighter the movie.
In arcades, yeah. Street Fighter the movie.
Yeah. I don't think that thing ever made it to home consoles. Maybe. I don't remember. Anyway.
I don't know if it did or not.
Yeah. It was shitty. It was really bad.
Street Fighter 2 Turbo Mega, the arcade movie game.
There
Says
it is.
Bobby Franks.
That sounds right.
That's what it's called.
Good job, Bobby.
All right. So that is your topic. Tracy, who do you want to go first, and who do you think is going to win this thing?
Oh, wait. Hold on. You're muted there, Tracy. This thing's effed up. All right. Go ahead. Sorry. Say it again.
Why don't we have Brian go first and Scott to win?
Oh, I like it.
Scott to
I
win.
like the old Brian
Okay.
starts, Scott wins business.
All right.
All right,
You
Dunaway.
have chosen wisely. My first guess is Cubert. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to go with my favorite from the Street Fighter series is E-Honda.
E-Honda.
E-Honda, yes. Introduced in the Street Fighter 2 series. E-Honda.
You could do the 100-hand slap with him.
Fight.
Fight.
Okay.
Round one. All right. Let's do go Guile.
Guile.
Yeah.
Sure.
Guile in there. Get that dumb hair out
This
of the way.
was a good day for me to wear glasses and a little tiny print list. I might actually switch to using the on screen. I am going to switch to using the on screen because I've got it, and then I can do a search and find. All right, so Guile, yes, also introduced in the Street Fighter 2 series.
Yep. Really dumb hair. That was the character Jean-Claude Van Damme played in the movie.
They almost all of them have dumb hair. But,
It's true. Yes, Street Fighter: The Dumb Hair Edition.
Yeah.
is all
except for Chun-Li,
Wow.
who's all
Chun-Li.
kinds of sexy.
right.
You want some of these legs?
Yes,
Granted.
another one introduced in Street Fighter 2, Chun-Li.
You can tell I played a little Street Fighter too.
Yeah. She was a go-to for me for a long time. She was the bomb.
Oh yeah, man, it was so frustrating. I mean,
Yeah.
you could spam that leg like nobody's business.
Just tear people up. All right. Let's do Cammy.
Cammy. Sure, she wore camouflage, so they called her Cammy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, nice.
There you go. We're just going to make our way through all of the Street Fighter 2 series, which is just fine with me.
Right. Was there a jammy? No, I don't think so.
No,
All right.
probably not.
Then I'm going with Zangief.
Zangief. Yes.
He was in that Wreck-It Ralph movie.
Oh, yeah, he was. He's a wrestler type guy. Big old wrestler, Russian
Yeah,
wrestler.
yeah.
Yes. Just
Don't like
because we're
being the
bad
bad
people
guy.
doesn't make us bad guys. Or something like
Right.
that. Yeah.
I like that movie. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brain went dead. Let's do Ken. Ken.
Ken, introduced in the original Street Fighter. Ken, he's coming to kill me.
Yep. He was the. Oh, never mind. Go ahead, Brian.
He was what?
I was going to give something away. I don't want to give anything away. I need all I can get on this
Oh,
one.
I know what you're gonna say.
What was it going to say? What was it going to say?
Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry one bit.
What?
Don't you
But
worry.
I need free tips.
You don't get the tip.
You're fine.
No tip.
Fine.
for you.
Fine.
No tip.
Not to
Fine.
It's your turn.
I think his name was Daliism, isn't it?
Dollyism?
Dalism? Daliism?
I'm totally giving it to you. Dalsim, yes.
Dalsim.
He practiced. He actually was a student in the
Look,
teachings of
How many
Dalíism.
times do you think I stood in front of the game and said, "Let me pronounce these
Right.
out
I mean,
loud"?
really, all it's just the S and the I. If you flip flop them, it's Dalíism.
Yeah,
Yes.
I guess you're right.
He always flipped me out though. How's that?
That's okay.
Well, there you go.
It was
There
a
you
little.
go. Dalíism.
It's like Nicole was with us for a hot second. All right, let's do.
He was 2 as well, right? Was he 3?
Yeah, he was 2.
He was also too. Yeah, Street Fighter.
Let's
2.
do Blanca, the little green dude, monkey
Ooh,
man.
I forgot about Blanca.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's cool.
From Brazil, right? Because
Yeah.
they were all from different countries.
Yeah, I think he represented
That
Brazil,
was the gimmick.
Yep.
which is a little weird. He was all green and like I don't know.
it really misled the youth as to what people from Brazil look like.
Yeah, and he like was all electrified. And that was funky. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it was racist. I'm just saying it was weird. That's what I'm
It
saying.
was weird. No, it was just definitely weird.
Yeah,
So it wasn't okay.
yeah.
I should have went with Guy earlier, so I wouldn't have made fun of my Daliism, but
Guy.
I'm saying that right?
Yeah, you got
Guy?
it. Yeah, Guy's
Not
correct.
Guy introduced in
Okay,
Street Fighter.
don't do that to me, Ibbot.
No, I'm introduced
struggling
in
over
Street
here.
Fighter Alpha
Yeah.
is
I've got
Guy.
like 2,
Yeah.
Okay,
2 more.
all right.
So don't.
No,
got
Guy's good.
two?
Guy's
I got
good.
2 more maybe.
Guy's obnoxiously
Okay, good,
stupid,
good.
but he's real. He's real. Okay.
All right, thank you, Scott.
Well, Ryu, everybody's default guy.
Oh, how did
Sure.
I God. Okay, so now I got 1 more.
Also, also introduced in the original Street Fighter, Ryu, and I think that's what you were almost going to say is like his partner. Is Ken and Ryu were buddies, right?
Yeah, they were like the 2 defaulter, easiest to pick
Yeah,
up and learn,
yeah.
and then you'd move on from there, play the more complicated
Yep.
characters.
Then you would move
Yeah.
from there because that's what you did.
Yep, you did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, I'm not really sure about. I'm not really sure about this one because I feel like I'm getting. I know the name. See, this is the one that I was the least sure of.
Sure.
But then Scott took my easy pickings.
Yeah.
It was my fault.
Was it? I think I'm getting this confused with another fighting game too. Was it Feng Yu or something like that? Feng Yu? Is that it?
Thank you.
Like a
I'm going to do a little bit of a search here to see if I've got anything close to that.
Fengu, is it?
I'm not finding anything that I could even.
I'm seeing it in my eyeballs, but I can't.
I got nothing. I got nothing for Fengu. Not even anything close.
I must be thinking of another game then.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Are you gonna give him a
No, I
thing?
can't. I can't give it to him. It's too far. He might be thinking of Fei Long.
That's
Okay,
probably who
that
he's
might be
thinking of. The skinny little
Might
Fei
be.
Long guy. That's probably
Oh
who it
yeah,
is.
that's who I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Is that who
He's
you're
the skinny
thinking
guy.
of?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's not that different than Dal Sim or Dallyism or
You
Dollyism.
think? I mean, it is probably all the letters just rearranged for Fengu.
I think you're okay giving him that one. That's
All
fine.
right, we'll give him that just so that because we got time.
Yeah, we got
We'll
time.
give him.
Well, it's not
we'll
going to
give
go
him-
much longer. It's
Yeah.
going to be like one more, and then Brian's going to say something stupid like,
Right.
All right, I'm gonna.
All
All right, we'll give you a Fei Long just to kind of keep the.
There are a few more in the 2 series that I'll just leave open and jump straight to the dumbest one ever, which was Birdie.
oh, now I
Birdie.
do remember Birdie.
Birdie's
Wow.
stupid.
Let's see. Birdie was in
Alpha
Street Fighter 3.
3 was it or Alpha? I thought it was Alpha Maybe it was Alpha 3. Maybe I'm thinking of.
Birdie. Oh, Birdie. No, I take that back. Birdie was introduced in the original Street Fighter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went too far down the list. Yes, Birdie, Ken, and Ryu all started in Street Fighter 1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Well, he
I
wasn't in
remember that.
2 at all, so he must have shown up later. I know him from
Yeah,
later.
see, this doesn't tell me, the list I made doesn't tell me what other versions they appeared in, it just says which one they were introduced in.
Because
So.
1's a bad game. This is a very bad video game. Street Fighter 1 is.
I played way more Mortal Kombat than I ever played a Street Fighter. I played mostly Street Fighter 2. There was was there a Neo Geo version that came out for a while? And
Maybe. I don't
I
remember.
think I played a little bit of that one. So I'm gonna have to go with F Honda.
F Honda.
E Honda's brother.
Yeah, F Honda.
Yeah,
F Honda.
F Honda. That
There
guy
we
does
go.
not exist.
Yeah, that one.
Nah.
All right, now you're
Isn't
gonna
it close to something else?
You're going to be annoyed when I tell you a couple that I remember still from the
Yeah.
2. It's going to annoy you. So we didn't do
It's
M.
2
Bison.
probably because, like I said, I played a lot of 2, but it was mostly with the same 3 or
Yeah.
4 characters. And
So M. Bison, your main boss from 2.
Yeah.
Bison.
Bison.
Yeah.
You had Akuma, which became a new. He was showed up in Alpha, right? I think it was the first time Akuma showed
He
up.
might have, yeah. He also went by the name Gauki or Guki in different versions.
Vega, don't forget Vega. Who's had the one
Vega.
hand.
Vega.
yeah.
Dadgummit.
And I think I'm thinking of one more. Okay, I think of one
I
more.
could have pulled that out of my butt.
You said Zangief. I think that's all I know. Or that's all I can think of at the moment. All right, so
All
what
right,
do you got?
that's still very, very good. Here is, I'm going to go through these as quickly as I can.
Okay.
Maybe I'll stop. Well, we'll see. Original Street Fighter, Adon, Eagle, Geki, Gen, Joe, Lee, Mike, Retsu, and Sagat.
I could've just made up stuff. Mike.
I forgot
could've
about
just-
Sagat.
Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, Sagat, of course, Sagat.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 2, the ones you didn't mention, Balrog, DJ, T-Hawk, and Violent Ken.
Dang it.
I forgot
Yeah,
about
T-Hawk.
T-Hawk. There's always a Native American character in every fighting game from
That's
the
right.
90s. They all
I
did.
totally
it.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Street Fighter Alpha had Cody, Dan, Evil Ryu, Ingrid, Julian Junie, Karen, Maki, Nash, R, Mika, Rolento, Rose, Sakura, Shinakuma, and Sodom.
Sodom.
Street Fighter 3
Ooh.
introduced Alex, Dudley, Elena, Gil, Hugo, Ibuki, Makoto, Necro, Oro, Q, Remy, Sean, 12, Urian, and Yun and Yang.
No, they just quit by the time they got those.
They
names.
really did. I'm going to just jump ahead because these are kind of, let's see. In Street Fighter EX, you had Ace, Allen, Area, or Araya, Bison 2 and Shin Bison, Cycloid B and
Shin
Cycloid
Bison?
Y,
Mhm.
Hokuto and Bloody Hokuto.
Oh, wow.
And then let's get right over to here. Introduced in Street Fighter the movie arcade game, you had Blade, Arcane, Kyber, and F7.
Jeez.
Sawada, Cyborg was also in Street Fighter 2 movie, and then Street Fighter Online Mouse Generation. You got She.
I don't remember that at all. That's the thing.
She?
I'm not
And
familiar
I did
with.
skip over Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5. It's just a bunch of names.
What's
you know,
Karen's?
it's-
What's Karen's ultimate? Does it say what Karen does? Is it?
Oh,
is
did
it-
I say there was a Karen? Let's
Yeah,
see.
early
Where-
on, does she throw her food at people in a store because she can't wear a
Right.
mask?
she asks
She'll speak
her,
to your
her
manager.
finishing move is asked to speak to the manager.
Ah,
yes.
gotcha.
Oh no, I've been mortally wounded.
Yeah,
right.
that'll be the end of the match for you, pal.
Mhm.
All right. Well, that's fantastic because that means that Tracy in Seattle has won. Tracy, how do you feel about
Tracy in
today's
Seattle.
victory? How do you feel?
Hey, that's awesome. That's my first win, guys.
Oh, that's good. I knew we had a couple of losses with you, and so I'm happy we finally got you some goods here. So all you got to do, as you know, is email Brian Coverville@gmail.com. He will hook you up with your codes, and we thank you for your service.
I will do exactly that.
He did great. Well done, Dunaway. Now, normally today at 3:30 there would be a boob show. However, I have to do an emergency dental visit today, so I will be taking the first one I can get, and it looks like it'll be right when we would normally record. So, as a result, we may be able to throw something together or get a stream together or do something fun this week, but it looks like we're gonna have to bump the boop. This
Bump
week,
the boop.
you can
And
blame
that's the tooth.
you can blame yeah, and you can blame my freaking tooth for it. Is there anything else you got going on, Dunaway, you want to mention? We just did a film sack. That was great. Anything else?
We did. That was a great film sack. We did Hancock. Go back and listen if you haven't heard it yet. We just published it, yesterday?
Yep, we did.
Sweet.
Hancock.
Watch it.
Yeah. It was good. I actually had a really good time with that episode because I don't know. Turns out there's a lot to talk about in and around that movie.
May not be a great movie, but it was a great time on film. So.
Hey, spoiler.
Great first half of a movie, I would say.
Yeah, right.
Second half, a little rough. Anyway, Brian Dunaway, everybody. You can find him on the line online at the Brian Dunaway on Twitter. Brian, have a fantastic day.
I'll think he says.
And we'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
You weirdo. All right. Well, Brian, now,
yes, sir.
Now this.
This is the info we've been waiting for.
Time for the news, brought to you by
Fred and Can posted this morning. Get your weekly dose of everyone's favorite sentient can of expired cream corn and the idiot he lives with. Head to fredandcan.com today. But don't do it too early. I did it too early because I did it when I opened up the show notes and saw there was a new Fred and Can. I was too early.
You were
Scott.
too early.
Too early.
Too early to get a fish sandwich.
I asked for more fish. There would be fish.
We introduced a new guest star today in the thing. It's not really a guest star.
I saw it. Yes, it's a skinny bald guy.
Yeah, everyone thinks it's Brian again.
Yeah, no, I don't know if you need to go back and look and you can see the Brian.
Everyone thinks it's him again because they think anytime I draw anybody without hair, I'm just drawing you. But no, this is just some dude. He's just a dude. Just a guy made up. His name is Paul, and he's an old college friend of Fred's, and they're going to hang out. So there you go. All right, let's dive into the news. Hey, you know Guinness Book of World Records? You know them?
Well, but I don't think that's this Guinness. I think that's another Guinness.
Yeah, that's those guys. Now you know about the beer? You're familiar with the beer?
Very familiar with the Guinness beer.
Okay, you've had Guinness before. It's been a thing you've done.
I have. Actually, as much as I'm not a huge beer drinker, a big fan of beer, Guinness is one of those that I like. It's weird that for someone who doesn't like beer, he goes and gets the thick and liquid beer, heavy stout kind of thing.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Is this one? Is that, as someone who knows nothing about beer, that's one of those thick brown ones you get, right? Like
very thick brown. What? Claire Geck says it's a stout. Coverville ashamed. I said it's a stout, didn't I?
I thought you said stout, didn't you?
I thought I did. Anyway, it's it's a very thick, dark beer that's, if at all transparent, you need a very, very bright light to penetrate a glass of Guinness.
You put it in a glass and it basically becomes a bread tube. There's so much yeast in there, right? Just
that I don't know. I don't know if it's got any more yeast than a regular beer.
Well, as someone who has never drank a beer of any kind, I didn't know this about it either. Apparently it has these properties. Guinness is being used, or they're using leftover beer from closed pubs to fertilize Christmas trees during the lockdown. So these are trees that are being grown to be harvested for Christmas. And they've been using hundreds of thousands of unused kegs and leftover beer to fertilize Christmas trees. Think of that.
Huh, that's cool. That's good use for beer.
You know what else I found out is beer is good for, okay, you know how female dogs, when they pee on the grass, they create like a big burn spot there because their pee is caustic or whatever, and the boy pee doesn't do it, but for some reason girl dog pee does it. If you pour beer, so Kim went and bought a bunch of beer for this because Boomer tends to leave big old pee burns. So anyway, if you get beer and you pour it where the dog peed, even if it's after or right after, it neutralizes it and it helps that grass get better again, I guess.
That's cool. All right, that's a really, really good tip because we have a female dog. Actually, her pee isn't as toxic to the grass like you were saying, but but that still is a really good thing. Now, I found out something too while you were giving that explanation.
Ooh.
The Guinness family that does the Guinness World Records is the same family that that started Guinness beer.
Yeah, and it was going to be, I was actually going to make this point that I thought the Guinness Book of World Records was some kind of hallowed organization of data and accuracy and all that. It's not really. It's just like a thing they want to sell. It's hard to explain, but you know what I mean?
They still have to have things verified. You can't just say, hey, I ate 300 hot dogs in 45 minutes yesterday, so put me in the book.
Just stick me in your book. But do they? I don't even know now. I feel like I don't.
Yeah, you still have to have
Okay.
There has to be verification and proof, and they just don't put anything in there.
Okay. So it's like but in the end, it's like the Guinness beer newsletter is what it kind of is in a weird way.
Well, I don't know if it is, because I didn't realize until now that it was part of the same family. So, I mean, how good can their marketing be if we don't even know that it's an advertisement for,
that's a good
Guinness
point.
beer?
That's a good point. Hadn't
You'd
thought
think
of it
that everything would be beer related, right? You know, it'd be like
Mm-hmm.
Person who stood on top of the top of a tower for 16 days while drinking Guinness beer. Oh, we
Yep.
put them in the book.
Yep. Put them in the book. They've done it. Well, anyway, two of my dogs. So I have 2 dogs, both female. Boomer burn peas. Rainer does not. Rainer's pee doesn't do anything to the grass. So your mileage may vary, but apparently it works, and we're going to try it here. We'll let you guys know how it goes. Anyway, the firm known as Guinness retrieved millions of liters of stout beer and ale from pubs and bars that had to close their doors and repurpose them as leftover beer to fertilize Christmas trees as part of the environmentally friendly forestry project that they're doing. Adrian Crow, director of operations at the brewery, explained that during the early stages of lockdown, Guinness decided to support its on-trade customers by collecting kegs that would otherwise have gone to waste. Technically all beer goes to waste, right? You drink it.
whether it's consumed or not, all beer goes to waste.
Yeah, all beer goes to waste.
You never own beer. You just borrow it.
Yeah. You neither take beer nor leave beer. That's what I understand. Anyway, they explained that after collecting the kegs of the undrunk beer, we decant it and we dispense the product through a number of environmentally sustainable routes. The vast majority of the beer goes to willow and Christmas tree plantations. So willows as well, I guess, willow trees. It's used as nutrients for those farms. The director of operations stated that some of the beer has been diverted through an diverted through to anaerobic digesters, where it produces a biogas. Which is
my favorite Pauly Shore movie.
Biogas. The 90s comedy hit, Biogas. The director of operations stated that some of the beer has been done that way, and it produces this gas, which he explained could be sustainable fuel source for the brewery in the future. So they'll actually use that stuff later. Yeah, it's just kind of cool. Look at the beer business, the beer industry doing a thing. That's cool.
Totally. And do you kind of wonder, and I'm sure this goes through so much of a process in the tree, but kind of wonder if the trees give off any sort of different smell when they're being fed with Guinness.
Are they stinky beer trees? We want to know. Are they drunk?
Why does the tree smell Why does the tree smell like Uncle Frank?
Does the tree get pulled over for driving funny? Like, how does it work?
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of decomposing things,
Mm-hmm.
this is gross. This one's a gross one. A decomposing leopard carcass found in Agra. I guess that's a school. But they found it in a toilet in this Agra school.
I think it's a city in India.
Is it Agra?
I think.
It is India, so let's see.
Yeah.
It's a village. They went to school. Doesn't say. Well, anyway.
That's where I left my decomposing leopard carcass.
As we know, that's where you'll find the leopard. The decomposed body of a subadult leopard was found at an under construction toilet of a primary school in Carthy Village. Carthy.
Melissa Carthy.
Melissa
Carthy.
Which is around 500 meters from the forest block of Agra. It does sound like it's an area or a region. Mm-hmm. Anyway, a portion of the toilet roof was also found damaged. When they say toilet, they mean the whole bathroom. They don't mean just the toilet.
Yeah, right. Just one individual toilet, but the whole room that contains presumably multiple toilets.
It says the incident came to light on Friday when children went inside the school building to use the toilet. The children informed the local residents, who in turn alerted forest officials and the district administration that there was indeed a dead leopard in the toilet. Forest officials suspect that the leopard reached the roof of the school building and fell into the toilet. Like you do. The doors of which were locked from the outside. Owing to the lockdown, no one was coming to the school, so the animal probably just died of starvation. That's awful.
Yeah. So fell through the roof.
Yeah.
Leaving a hole in the roof, presumably.
There's a hole in the roof.
And that's sad.
It is sad. The poor
thing.
What
a way to go. Jeez.
No kidding. Just dying of slow starvation in a bathroom. That's awful. I feel bad for this animal.
Totally.
Anyway, not that anybody could have helped this, but what are you going to do? So there's that story. That's a fun one. Let's move on from that to my favorite of the week or the day, which is this shroud your Monday. Tokyo gubernatorial candidate strips naked in televised campaign speech. Oh yeah, Japan, you bring it. You bring it, Japan. You bring it. Candidate exercises right to wear poop-stained diaper on head during address.
What? Wow. Bury the lead.
I agree. Teruki Goto is one of the more mysterious candidates in the current race for Tokyo governor. A perennial candidate in various local elections for the past 9 years, he has consistently pushed the limits the campaign regulators set. Sounds like that's kind of what he's about, and he doesn't really want to win. But anyway, for example, during the mayoral run in 2015, Goto designed a poster that somehow managed to both meet the stringent layout rules and feature a picture of him fully nude and brandishing a samurai sword. An interesting feature in politics in Japan is that public broadcaster NHK is required to allot all registered candidates airtime to present their platform to the people. These candidates are allowed to say whatever they want, even if it's directly disparaging the TV station they're appearing on. So what would happen if the man in the poster above, who appears to have had recently joined the Transhumanist Party, was allowed to run for 6 minutes on the show or on the station? I'll show you pictures. Hold on, chat.
Oh, my.
This is the worst thing ever. Here you go.
Yeah, the video of the poop-stained diaper.
Yeah. He's
this goes far beyond the rent is too damn high.
Yeah, it does. There's his naked samurai photo, but here's the video.
Yeah, the video.
Play a little bit of this. So let me skip ahead. Here we go. Okay, where they don't tell you where this is. Oh, here he is. Okay, so yeah, here he is. He's got a diaper.
Yeah.
He's got a little.
Yeah. If you show the video, like the fun starts at about a minute.
Yeah.
Into the video.
So he's using his.
Then he starts spinning around on the office chair at 1 minute and 15 seconds.
Yep. Then he sits down, has some more to say, telling the people what they need to know. Sitting on his nasty full man diaper.
Do you think that actually is real poop in the diaper, or do you think that's just a brown stain that he made with some coffee grounds or something?
I can tell you what I hope versus what I know. I hope it's fake. Right. I hope it's fake, but I don't know. It's hard to tell, right?
It is. It is hard to tell. Wow.
I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think. But there was a time in my life where if I lived in Japan and I was at a certain age, I would probably vote for this guy just for giggles.
Right. Yeah.
But not so much now.
We've seen in America what happens when you vote for the funny candidate.
Yeah. Yeah. But good luck to him. 9 years of this, maybe finally he'll get his big win. This guy.
Oh, jeez.
Teriyaki Goto.
Oh, yeah. There you go. At 2 minutes, he puts the diaper on his head.
Oh, he does? All right. Yeah. Let's skip ahead here. Hold on, chat room. Let's have you enjoy this as well as we dive in. All right. He's going to stand up. He's talking the issues. He's pushing. Here, there's probably some sound to this. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, off comes the diaper.
そして私は昨今のうんこブームにも憤りを感じています。排便も排泄もどちらも大切です。かつて
Someone who knows Japanese is listening to this and is gonna email us and say he has got some pretty good ideas. He's all right. I would vote for that guy.
I can't really speak to his presentation skills, but his message is on point.
Yeah, he's really speaking to the people this year. Yeah. They really needed to hear this.
He really cuts through the crap of all the issues, and
and just goes head on with the issues. Just takes them head on.
That's right, exactly. Yes.
All right.
Do you think he's going to win? Yeah, it depends.
It depends. I mean, those had to be adult diapers, right? Because those were huge.
Those were huge. Yeah, I think those were adult diapers.
Yeah, no kid wears those.
I think you can get them out of a vending machine, maybe soiled or unsoiled.
Yeah. And probably that's where he got him. You want to poo with it? $5. All right.
That's right.
Here's the thing. Here's a message. Here's a message to the world before we take our break. Okay. Michigan Library is very frustrated and would like the world to stop microwaving their books. Okay? Have you ever done this? Have you ever microwaved a book?
No, but I know, this was something that was talked about early on is one way for libraries to continue on after coronavirus is to have some sort of way of disinfecting the books after people check them out.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening here. A library in Michigan is urging the public to stop microwaving its books as a method to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. The Kent District Library, serving Grand Rapids, Michigan, has so many damaged books from microwaving them that it has taken its plea to social media. Twitter and Facebook and those sorts of things.
Oh, that's social media, Scott?
Yeah, those kinds. Those are the ones.
Are they Insta? Are they doing the Insta?
They're doing the Insta. Yeah, they're doing the Friendster. They got the Friendster going there.
Little MySpace.
Actually, if you go to Friendster today, what do you get?
Oh, that'd be a good question.
Stir.com. It's just a
living the game is their. Friendster is taking a break as of June 14th, 2015.
Okay. Taking a break, are they? A 5-year break?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Friendster.
We're on a break.
Yeah, I'm looking here.
Yeah, it's a poorly all right, let's make what looks like a Post-it note that's held up with a thumbtack, and I'm not sure about this weird angling that we're doing here, but
yeah, they're not good. It's not going well. Is what I'm saying. What the bottom line is. I think the big comeback isn't going to happen. That's my thinking.
I'm not thinking no. Yeah.
What is MySpace now? If I go to MySpace.com, what happens?
I think MySpace is still trying to kick it with bands, still trying to.
They have news. Oh, look at that! Will Ferrell and skip. Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams tease upcoming Wedding Crashers sequel. All right. The Last of Us Part 2 players are covering real songs in the game. Okay.
I'm guessing this is. Then the next batch of stuff is all music, and so I think they really still want to try and push it as a music thing. Oh, the Spice Girls set for 25th anniversary world tour in 2021. Look at that. I just got breaking news from MySpace.com that makes me happy.
Wow. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Actually, so I clicked on the music tab. I thought I would see it's defaults to the to the genre of pop. Mm-hmm. And then the first things are a broken album art from something called She Will Be Loved, made famous by Maroon 5, but it's a cover. Mm-hmm. I Made an Angel Cry, unreleased demo by the Castells. Don't, originally performed by Ed Sheeran, which is, again, another cover. And then Take Me Home Country Road by John Denver. What is happening? How is this a place people would go for music? No one goes here now, right? We're done.
Yeah, no. But look at that. Thank you for finding a new cover of Maroon 5 for me, Scott. I'll have to check out the Romance Ballad Players and their cover of She Will Be Loved. What's funny is, it's not even really current stuff because it's like Uptown Funk by Mark Ronson.
Yeah,
is in this list. Where is the Love by the Black Eyed Peas?
This is depressing. This is what MySpace is now? This just really is a bummer. Yeah. Not that it was ever great, but Hey, Miley Cyrus reveals she's been sober for 6 months. There's some news for you.
There you go. Yeah. Make sure, I think if you've been wanting to buy MySpace, now is a good time to do it.
Yeah, get in there. Grab that thing. I think Fox owns it. Fox.
If you take this down, where are people going to hear "Take Me Home, Country Roads" by John Denver?
Right, nowhere else. Oh wait, everywhere else. It turns out.
Oh yeah, I guess it turns out everywhere.
Yeah, it turns out every single thing everywhere has it. Anyway, back to these books. Every book at the Kent Library contains a metallic radio frequency identifier, so an RFID tag. In every book. So if you burn it in the microwave, those things are like exploding on the other.
Metal. It turns out metal's bad in a microwave. Huh,
right.
Who
knew? I'm trying to think.
What are you going to ask?
Wait, chat room says we're ignoring them. Why are we ignoring you guys? What happened? What did we miss?
Who said? Scott and Brian. The scroll up taxi cab.
Okay, all right. What did we miss?
Oh, MySpace was bought by Justin Timberlake, says Icor.
Oh, what's he doing with it then?
He's gonna just level it and rebuild something new in its place.
All right, good luck to him.
Yeah.
I got to do something with. I have a domain called newduck.com. I got to think of what to do with that thing. Yeah, New Duck. That's a pretty good short thing.
I think you draw. Weren't you originally talking about like drawing a new duck every week?
Yeah, and then I decided that was dumb, and now I want to make it. I was running out of ducks to draw, so now I just want to make it something. I don't know what I want.
Oh, look at this! Nude Duck is available.
Oh, Nude Duck is available. Fantastic. Nudeduck.com.
Nude Duck.
.XXX. All right. Anyway, stop microwaving your books, really. That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to take a break. We're going to play a song. When we come back, we're going to enjoy things from you.
Call now.
We're going to play a little call now. That's where you call us on our line and we talk to you and you say things, ask us questions, whatever you want. Trolls will be summarily hung up on, so just know that getting into it. Before we do that, though, a song break with Brian Ibbott's choice of song. What do you have?
That's right. In a
My name is Barb.
The morning stream. The cavalry's here.
Oh my gosh, sorry, that was weird. Guy smacking his lips.
That one? Yes.
Someone's...
I don't like that at all. I don't like that.
Someone sent that. It was like some speech or something, and you know, people take that and take out everybody's words and just leave their mouth noises, and that was one of those. And it's too good not to use. And then this came from somebody who actually got this phone call.
My name is Barb.
And we thought we'd use it because you always talk about your Aunt Barb. So there's Barb.
My name is Barb.
My name is Barb.
Yeah, the whole message. It's kind of funny because, again, Barb doesn't really have an accent like that, but that Barb does.
Yeah, but that Barb absolutely does. All right, hey, you guys, guess what time it is? It's time for us to do a little bit of this here. Where is it? Got to push the button.
Call now.
It's called Call Now. You got to call the number 801-471-0462. That's 801-471-0462. We'll take your call. Right. You'll be live on the air. You can ask us anything you want to ask us. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. Those lines are open now. Let's see if we got one already.
And while we're getting that first call, I'm going to tell you one more time. Z-Berg, brand new album, Get Z to a Nunnery, comes out July 10th. You can pre-order it now. That song is called To Forget You.
Already digging it. It's very good.
Yeah.
I will be getting that album.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's very good. Hi, you're on the air. Who's this?
This is Talia.
Well, Talia, how the heck are you?
Talia.
I'm doing all right.
Well,
I've just been playing a ton of video games.
Oh, that's good. Tell me what your go-to right now is. What are you playing the most?
It was No Man's Sky, but I kind of did everything I wanted to a few days ago.
Well, that's a lot because that game's got a lot of things to do in it.
So much stuff to do in that game.
Oh.
What's your new jam? Are you on Last of Us 2 yet, or what are you playing?
Yeah, I'm waiting. Yeah, that'll be my next one. And right now I'm trying to finish Zelda 2 because I never played it. Well, we never finished it.
Oh, that's cool. Look, you're jumping all over the generations. This is great. Nothing wrong with this.
Yep.
Did you have a question or comment for us today?
I could give you an impromptu Star Trek quiz.
Give it. Let's do it. I'm ready.
Cool.
All right. And I'm pulling the answers from my head.
Okay.
So I can adjust the difficulty.
Okay.
So, what is the Enterprise's registration number? And you guys can collaborate.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, good. It's NCC 1701, and then a different letter.
That's it. And this there's a letter, or a letter denotes the new version of it, right? Like a D or E or whatever.
The generation.
Right.
Yeah.
Glad you remember that. I've totally forgotten that.
So, what class is the Enterprise D?
Galaxy class, right?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Is it?
That's correct.
I thought it was maybe.
Sorry, I guess we should be collaborating, Scott.
No. If you know this stuff, you should shout it out. It's totally good. I'm terrible at this, clearly. All right, keep going.
Can you name the class of the first Enterprise, Kirk's? Well, not the first, but Kirk's Enterprise.
Kirk's Enterprise class would have been...
Sabotage.
Nobody helps him. Hold on.
Cruiser class or something like that, or what was it? It was
yeah, it starts with a C. You're getting close.
Yeah.
Constellation class, not Constellation.
Constellation, you're getting really close. Constellation was the Stargazer's class, Picard ship.
Oh, okay. So not, but I'm close.
Oh, a bunch of people just put in chat, so I can't claim getting it correct, but it certainly looks like everybody's saying Constitution class.
Yeah, it's Constitution.
Constitution class.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah,
All right.
I don't think I would have ever pulled that one out. So.
Yeah, well done, chat room. You guys win that one.
All right. Okay, so let's say you know both episodes from the original series in TNG, where Sulu goes crazy fencing, and where Data and Tasha hook up.
Yeah.
What is the common word between the titles of those episodes?
Oh, wow.
Oh, I know this. Oh,
because that's not Bread and Circuses, right? That's not that episode.
No, it is not.
Oh, the naked
time, naked
now.
Naked now.
That was,
yeah.
You answered the question. The common word was naked. It's naked now and naked time.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Okay. Can you name this one? This will be tough. Can you name the senator that Sisko inadvertently got killed to bring the Romulans into the Dominion War?
Was this during
the answer is no, and I'm correct. No, I cannot answer that.
Hold on, was this in the 2-hour premiere? Did this happen or no?
No. This was later seasons. It's the common gift of the Romulan holding the data rod, saying "It's a fake." Basically what's that guy's name?
All right, Senator Lindsey Graham.
If only.
Close.
Well, he was probably less corrupt than, but Senator Greenack.
Greenack.
Okay.
Greenack.
And was Breenack, and was he he was
Bree.
Bree, like BRE, right?
Yeah.
Was he a Romulan?
Yeah, he was a Romulan.
Okay.
And
which explains why the Romulans got pissed and got into the war. Okay, that makes sense.
Vreenack.
Vreenack.
With a V.
Vreenack. All right. These dumb
Okay.
names. All right.
Okay, let's go one more.
All right.
And do you want a good challenging one, or do you want a nice one?
Let's end with that. Let's end with something that's maybe gettable. So
yeah, big finish on a gettable one.
So that we'll gladly have you back on at some point, Talia. Yeah. Otherwise, if you make it too hard, it's like, okay, well, that was our last time we had Talia on as a guest.
Too bad. You got an easy quest? Call in. All right, go ahead.
Okay, let's say. All right. Of all the Enterprises. Wait, no, that's not a good one.
Which one had the worst theme?
The worst theme. Oh God.
That's an easy answer. Easy answer.
Okay, here's gettable. It's a little challenging. Which of the captains that everyone knows?
Yeah.
Which of the ones started their respective series not a captain?
I know that. Sisko, because he was a commander.
Yeah.
Commander
Correct.
Sisko before he was Captain Sisko. Is he the only one though? I guess so. I mean, they all had experience. They all experienced rank ups in their careers, but starting the show, I think he's the only one.
Yeah, Sisko's the only one who was promoted from commander to captain.
That's right.
And didn't start captain in his series.
That's right.
Well, who became captain after Anson Mount turned out to be not Anson Mount because he was Pike. Not Papa Giorgio, but who took over captaining duties in Discovery, Star Trek Discovery?
Hold on.
Because they didn't start out as a captain.
Well, Lorca.
Yeah, Lorca was a captain in the beginning.
And Lorca was captain.
Because you're talking about the start of a series, is what you're saying, right? The very beginning of the series, Yeah, that makes sense. Because there was a couple of times where somebody else would take over for Sisko even, and they weren't captain, or anytime someone was on the... Like, Riker was never...
There we go. Acting Captain Saru right now, yes.
Yeah. Saru was acting captain, and then Pike temporarily took command.
Those two characters are the best characters in Discovery, by the way. Pike and Saru. Saru is my favorite.
Agreed.
He's my favorite alien. He's so good.
My favorite thing about Saru is just like the Doug Jones's way of just doing subtle eye movement.
Yeah.
Just the clicks he does, and it's just it's so alien, but
he's amazing.
Yeah.
He's amazing, and just his performance in general, like he is easily in my top 10 Trek characters of all time.
Yeah,
and
they're so well developed and clever.
He and Andy Serkis need some sort of category they can compete in.
I agree. Yeah, now we can finally give them an award because at least two of them could compete, right?
Mm-hmm.
So those, I'm sure there are other people too out there that are doing this. We need a whole category of that thing, whatever that is, needs a name. And I know right now it's like, you know, they wear a lot of
Andy
makeup
Serkis
and I don't know what you call them though. What do you call those people? What's that job?
Because it's not always mocap. It's not always prosthetics and fully disguising yourself. I mean, it's a mix of all the two, right?
Is it like
best virtual character creator or
something
best
like
virtual
that.
character?
Creature actors, maybe.
Yeah.
Non-present actor.
Non-present, except he's very present in his performance, so that's hard too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or virtual performance or something indicating.
There's got to be.
There's something there. I don't know what it is, but Hollywood, get off your ass and make this happen. Talia, it's always good to talk to you. Have a fantastic day. Thanks for the questions. Lines are open, 801-471-0462. We got one right here. Hi, good morning. Who's this?
Hey, this is Brad from Wisconsin,
Hey.
known as Nukem82 in the chat room.
Hey, Brad from Wisconsin.
Nukem. How you doing?
Nice to have you here. What's on your mind, sir?
My wife loves Brian's shirt and needs to know where it came from.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. Explain
All right,
it.
so these shirts came from the Plaza in Las Vegas. The legend tells of a marketing person named Rob,
Rob
who
from
gave
marketing.
the shirts. Rob from marketing gave the shirts to a couple members of our listening group that showed up there at the Plaza. However, I think they found a box somewhere that had the shirts in them.
Yep. The whole story was, and I was told that somebody had given them to us, but the story really was that they were in some room they weren't supposed to be in, this group of listeners, at TMS Vegas 2018. They found this box of shirts, and let's just say they procured that box of shirts in a way that might be construed as not technically legal. But we didn't know this. Right. We got the shirts. We're like, oh, cool. These are great. And they all say pizza is beautiful on them.
Mm-hmm.
And we all wore them. Now, what's cool is 2019's TMS meetup. Who made the shirts? I always want to give them credit.
Tanner. No, it was Right Printing made the shirts.
That's right. And they were basically replicas of these, but it said Rob from marketing
gave me
this
quote,
shirt.
Gave me this shirt.
Yeah, but it was done with that same blue kind of neon thing. And anyway, we prize these shirts. We love these shirts, and we'll always love them.
It was the pop-up pizza at the Plaza Hotel.
Yeah. Well, I wish we still had them. That's the thing, is I don't think any of these exist anymore. We'd send your wife we'd send her one.
Yeah. And here's something funny. So Tom Sandoval from Bravo's Vanderpump Rules wore the shirt on the February 25th, 2019 episode of Watch What Happens Live.
Really?
So, one of these Pizza's Beautiful shirts.
That's amazing. So wait, did it come from this batch, or did they get it a legitimate way? The one they wore.
Oh, I'm sure he got it a legitimate way.
Okay,
yes.
All right. Not that it's super illegitimate what we did, but anyway.
Well, we had nothing to do with it. You and I.
No, we were just victims like everyone else. Yeah.
Exactly.
If we ever figure out a way to make something official with these shirts, we'll make sure that we hold one for your wife. Tell her she now is the winner of a future T-shirt if we ever make these.
That's right. If we ever make our own Pizza's Beautiful T-shirt.
Yeah, she's the big winner. Congratulations on that, and thanks for calling. That number's 801-471-0462. That's the number. You can call it in, and you can answer questions or ask them, I guess. Hi, good morning. Who's this? Hello.
Hey, it's Stephanie from Madison.
Hello, Stephanie from Madison.
Hey, Stephanie, how you doing?
It's been a long time.
I'm doing well. How are you?
No, we're doing okay.
Good.
You know,
creator of this awesome piece of artwork. Oh, I guess it's out of frame. But if I was doing Coverville, you'd see the artwork that Stephanie drew of me here on this cabinet thing next to me.
Yeah.
I see it when I watch Coverville. I see it.
There you go.
So,
nice.
Still repping.
Very nice. Still repping. It's good to have you on. Did you have some kind of question for us today?
Yeah, actually, I wanted to kind of say something first and then ask a question. A a little while ago, like several years ago, my husband and I bought your Extra Life, like the definitive collection, in a hardcover.
Yeah.
And we were sent like a soft cover, and like they corrected the mistake and they gave us a hardcover one. But now we just have like this extra soft cover one that we've had for like, I don't know, years. And I was wondering if anybody like wanted it, because we don't need it.
Oh, yeah,
because it's 2 copies,
like,
right? You were given the hardcover as well.
Reach out to literally everybody.
Yeah.
I sent an email a long time ago about possibly donating it as like one of the prizes.
Yeah. We should totally do that. That would be no problem. In fact,
that'd be an incredible prize for Battle Royale at some point.
Yeah, just toss me. What's funny is I have some of those around here that I just need to move anyway. Send me an email. Just send me an email at scott@frogpants.com, and I will we'll make it official, and we'll figure out a way to do it. And here's what we'll do. We'll make it a U.S. only that day, and we'll just have it shipped directly from you. Does that work?
And then we'll reimburse you for the shipping or something.
Yeah. How's that sound? Yeah. Is that cool? Okay. Awesome.
Cool.
Oh, no, you guys don't have to worry. I wouldn't worry about the reimbursing of the shipping. I would be okay with just shipping it to you guys.
Oh, well, that's super nice of you.
Well, cool.
Well, yeah, we'll get it on the list. So somewhere on this thing, I'll make a note. Free soft cover.
Free soft Extra Life.
Extra Life compilation book. Okay, awesome.
Thank Greg for Walkman. You had a question too, though.
Yes,
you
did have a question. What was it? We got some lag.
There's a delay in Madison.
Yeah.
She might be listening to the Twitch stream.
Yeah, no,
instead
you
of her
guys
phone.
are like cutting out. Like I'm only hearing some of what you.
Oh, you're only hearing bits of it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Oh crap! I don't know why that is. Should be okay. It's weird. We get like a 9-mile lag after we say words, and then it takes forever.
So you had a question as well?
No, that's pretty much.
Oh. Okay.
No, that was the only thing I was gonna say. I just wanted to reach out and see if anybody either wanted it or if you guys wanted it as a prize.
Yeah, we'll totally do a prize. No problem. In fact, I need to move some of these other soft covers that I still have just a couple of extras that were like slightly damaged, so we never put them on the store, but they're totally giveawayable. So we should just pile them onto that. That'd be perfect. So send me that email, scott@frogpants.com. I shall hook you up and give our best to all of Madison. All right. The lines are open again. Oh, no, they're not. There's a call already. Hi, you're on the air. Who's this?
Hey, guys. It's Ian.
Hey, Ian. I am Sci-Fi. What's going on?
Oh, hey, cool.
Not too much. What's going on with you guys?
Oh, doing a show, sitting here.
Living the life.
Yeah, living that podcast life.
True. Drinking that brown liquid that may or may not be beer.
Yeah, man.
That's right, exactly.
It's bread.
Or may or may not be related to the book that we've always grown up reading for...
Yeah, who knew that? That's crazy. That's so crazy that's a thing.
I know.
My mind was blown when I found out that it was the same family a couple of years ago. I'm like, oh, it's the same Guinness? Okay.
Here's here's my guess. I could be totally wrong on this. Someone can correct me. But my thinking is this: beer people sit around and tell each other stories and do trivia people, right? So maybe they were like, "Hey, I wonder how big the largest penis is." And the other guy goes, yeah, it's probably like 4 feet. And the other guy's like, hey, we should start a book where we track this sort of thing.
We should go find it.
Yeah, let's find that big old penis.
Is that the Irish accent? The British accent?
Yeah, we should go find the penis. I guess Guinness is it's Irish, right? Right? Is it Irish?
Yeah, it's Irish. You're not too far from the truth. I think it was a combination of things. I think it was a combination of trying to get brand awareness out there / like, oh, hey, people like trivia. Let's make that happen.
Yeah, let's have him drink and discuss the tallest man and the shortest lady and all that.
Exactly.
Hey, have you? So I have a question for you before you ask you our question, and that is this, Ian. Have you ever either thought about or made an attempt to break a Guinness World Record before?
Oh,
I have thought about it. Then common sense came in because pretty much the only like Guinness record that I could break would probably be like a consecutive hour podcasting record or something like that.
Oh, right.
And I don't think I have enough brain power to make that happen. I do, however, know the individual that holds the Guinness Book World Record for largest comic book collection.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah.
And what do they have? How many they got?
I can only imagine how many he has. His name is Bob Braytall. He's a really cool dude, and I've known him for years in the podcasting community. But he has like a giant room in his house that's devoted entirely to his comic book collection, and he continues to add to it every day. So it just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Wow, I'm looking at their website right now. There's a current record that was just placed. He's now called the King of Balancing. He defies gravity by stacking 3 eggs and them all holding still, and he's all documented. Like, you can do anything in here. World record, whatever, right? Doesn't matter.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, well,
I can't. You get people who look just through that book just to see what ideas they can come up to beat your record. Oh, 3 eggs? I can do 4.
Yeah. This is really
I
interesting.
guarantee you that there are people that spend way too much time doing exactly that.
Yeah, guaranteed. Also, their website's kind of crappy, but it's all right, I guess. I don't know. Feels like it should be nicer. Anyway, sorry. So, hey, Ian, you probably had a question for us. What'd you have for us today?
Yeah, I was curious if you guys picked up the itch.io bundle that was available for a few weeks. The bundle for racial justice and equality.
I did. I bought 2 of them, and the 2 that I bought will probably end up giving away at some point because I have most of the games in there that I wanted to play anyway. There's probably a few gems I don't know about, but it also makes a pretty good giveaway package. I wish the whole thing, and I know they can't, it's a different deal, so they can't necessarily do this, but I like how Humble Bundle and others will give you Steam keys. It would be really cool if these were all just Steam keys, because then people could buy this thing. It would go to a great cause, and then they could send us the keys so we could give them away as prizes on the show, and we could just pay it forward like all day with these things. But instead, we have to give away like the whole pack of 1,000 games, and it's kind of a pain, but it's good, though.
I mean, technically, you could email people the .exes, like if you really wanted to do it piecemeal.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I mean, because they do have the the installers for both Mac and Windows available for most of these games. And
yeah, that's true, and they're all DRM free, so they don't require a system to do anything else. You just install the damn thing.
Exactly.
It's a good point.
Yeah,
well, we may have to do that.
The gem that I was going to point out, by the way, did you guys ever try Milkmaid of the Milky Way when it came out a few years ago?
No. Tell me more. That sounds great.
Okay. So Milkmaid of the Milky Way is like an old school LucasArts game.
Okay.
It's a point and click. Only takes about 90 minutes to play. I think it was originally released on mobile. And now they have Macintosh and Windows versions, and it's beautifully stylized pixel art, and you're playing as this milkmaid whose cows get abducted along with her by aliens in order to keep their milk beasts alive, and then the story goes from there.
Interesting.
Here it is. The trailer for this thing right now. It is really, really cool looking.
Yeah, it looks great. This was let's see, it's on Steam right now. It's actually on sale during the summer sale for only $2 or $3, $2.99.
Yeah.
So even if you wanted to just grab this and whatever, you could. But I love these kinds of games. I used to love playing these with my daughter.
The whole LucasArts style too. It's even though it's 8-bit, it just feels there's something so charming about it.
Yeah, it looks really
beautiful.
good.
And the coolest part about it is that all of the dialogue is in rhyming verse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
So it sort of plays out almost as like a storybook, and that's beautiful.
Yeah,
it really is.
It says takes about, if you're going to play it, it's going to take you about 2 hours to beat it. So it sounds like a short experience, but perfect for what it is. I would recommend this. I'm going to play this now. I want to play this game. How about me? What about me? I'm going to play it. Yeah. No,
play it for your stream.
Yeah, why not? We could stream this. It's only 2 hours. I could beat it in one stream. All right.
Heck yeah.
Well, I think you've convinced me. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I think, is that itch.io thing still going? Can people still do it?
No, the actual like $5 bundle is done with, but I think they're doing some sort of at least summer sale right now.
Okay.
Where a whole bunch of those games are on sale for major discounts, but the actual bundle itself is over and done with.
Okay, that makes sense. And the Steam sale going on right now, a lot of these same games are super cheap. So if you missed that and you were in it for the games and not so much for the charity, you can still grab a lot of this stuff and
exactly.
See if it's your jam or not. Ian, always a pleasure, man. Hope you're doing good. You doing all right where you're at? You guys are staying safe and all that?
Hanging in there. Finally getting a haircut in a few days because my God, am I sherry?
Yeah.
Am I shaggy as heck right now?
Yeah.
So yeah, but other than that, hanging in there.
Good, man. Well, it's always good to talk to you. Be good, and we'll see you. I don't know why I said be good twice. I said Johnny, be good.
Be good.
Be good, be good. Be good, be good. Be good, be good, be good. Be good, John. See, if his name was Johnny, it would have made sense. But no, his name's not Johnny.
Ian. Be good.
All right, we have time for one more. Let's take it. Here we go. Hi, good morning. Who's this?
Hi, this is Steve C. from Olympia, Washington.
Well, hello, Steve C. from Olympia,
Steve.
Washington. Yeah, where's Olympia? Is where? North or I can't.
South of Seattle.
South. Okay.
Yeah, south. Yep.
All right. Well, I hope you're doing well. What's going on today? What's your question?
Well, actually, a couple things. I want to apologize for earlier. That ringing that you had on the show, that was probably me trying to get on the Battle Royale.
Oh, you're fine. You know what it was? It wasn't your fault. But what I normally do is I have the phone thing set up to be muted to start with. But sometimes I'll mute it before I launch it, and it doesn't take. The mute doesn't work in the app that I use. And so that was totally not you. It was totally fine for you to call and try to get a jump on that. It just happened to do it, so I fixed the mute. So no problem at all. Do not feel bad.
Yeah, so you on Battle Royale for my birthday, so that was.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. Wait. No, today's not your birthday. Is today your birthday?
Yeah, today's my birthday.
Hey!
Oh, today's your birthday.
Happy freaking birthday, dude! That's awesome. What are you gonna do for fun? You got any big plans?
Probably check out some games on the Steam sale.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, there you go.
I do
Treat
that.
yourself.
Yeah, treat yourself like it's your birthday every day on the Steam sale.
That's
I like
right.
it. No, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Did you have a question for us today?
Actually, I want to thank you for the reminder about Galaxy Quest. I rewatched that. That was great.
Oh yeah. Did you watch the documentary you watched on Prime?
Yeah. Yeah, we started it, so that's great.
I gotta watch
so
that.
I got a recommendal for you if you want.
All right, go for it.
On Netflix, there's a great movie called Freaks.
Oh, this is the
Is this the old one, the 1960s?
No,
one,
no.
That one?
I think it's that one with
It's a new
Mad. It's like the Mad Max thing, right? Sort of.
No.
Damn it.
No, it's about a young girl that is locked away by her father. Doesn't have anybody you really know except for Bruce Dern. It's an excellent movie. I really recommend it.
Let's see.
I can't really tell too much about it because don't want to get spoilers.
The less we know about it, the better kind of thing.
Here it is.
Oh, yeah.
Emil Hirsch, Bruce Dern, Grace Park, Amanda Crew, Lexi Kolker, whoever that is, follows a 7-year-old girl who leaves her home for the first time after being kept inside by her father. The film premiered in Toronto, blah, blah, blah. 2018 looks like. Okay, yeah, no, this is on Netflix right now?
Yeah.
All right, I'm checking it.
Excellent movie.
All right, cool. Aren't people mad at Emil Hirsch right now? Is there something going on with him?
Oh, no. Is Emil Hirsch, did he do something?
I thought he was in trouble for something. Well, what's his deal? I don't know. I have to look it up. Doesn't matter. I'm going to watch this movie. Great recommendation. Thank you for that. We always love your movie recommendations. Recommendals. Have a fantastic time in your beautiful home state of Washington. Boy, we get a lot of people from Washington. Have you noticed that? What's that about?
We do. Yeah, we reach the heights of Seattle and the other great parts of Washington. Yeah, February 12th, 2015, Hirsch was charged with aggravated assault after attacking and strangling Paramount Pictures executive Danielle Burnfield at Tao nightclub in Park City, Utah. That's probably why you're familiar with
That's why it came up, because it was a thing at Sundance, I guess.
Yeah.
Where he popped off for some reason, and then he was
a little bit of a drunken brawl, and yeah.
Let's see. Millhurst wants into the wild. Bus relocated in his backyard. Criminals. It was something more recent, but maybe that was it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, good luck, Emil Hirsch.
Hope you figure yourself out, man.
He's not related to Judd Hirsch, is he? Let's find out.
Let's see here.
He's 35.
Doesn't appear to be.
Yeah, I think we're okay.
David Milton Hirsch is his father. He's an entrepreneur, manager, and producer.
Yeah.
He has an older sister named Jennifer. Doesn't say anything about Judd.
My first exposure to him was he was the dude in that Girl Next Door show with Elisha Cuthbert.
That's right.
Or
Alicia.
Alicia?
Yes, and narration by Dan Klass, podcaster, host of The Bitterest Pill.
Goodness gracious. Well, there you have it then.
It all comes full circle.
He was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I finally saw, but I forgot he was in it. He was in The Autopsy of Jane Doe. Oh, I liked that. That was good.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that.
Yeah.
It's really like a really weird
horror movie. It had Brian Cox was in it too, and Brian Cox is always great. He plays dad. It's very good. Oh, and he was a Speed Racer kid. Okay. Yep, I know who Millhurst is now. Quit beating up on people in Utah bars, all right? Be nice. Brian, that's the end of the show today. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Thanks for playing.
Call now.
We'll do it again soon when we don't have a guest. We always like doing it. It's fun. And we'll be back tomorrow with a regular show. I think that's it. We don't have anything. Oh, no, I have a mashup. Monday mashup.
Yeah, Monday mashup.
Almost forgot to play this. All right, here it is. The Monday mashup. This one's called Part 2 Sing Along. All right. So you know what you're going to get. Enjoy. Can you imagine? Yes,
if I could put a turd in a bottle,
imagine how
the first
gross
thing
it
that
would
I'd
be.
like to do
Jam
is
it
to
in the
plug
girls'
up the can in the woman's restroom, and then I'd leave, and they'd blame it on you. The Ainsia spider with up your water spout.
That's awesome. Or on next to the thing with the deal and a dirt.
It wasn't me. In him in the kitchen.
It wasn't me.
In the bathroom.
It wasn't me.
And he did it in the shower.
It wasn't me.
I was 91. It was a very good year. It was a very good year of women giving me sponge baths and wiping my butt. Iron Man
lives again.
Nobody helps him. Nobody helps him.
Everyone says it's windy. Who kills a guy with a table leg?
Let my love take it down. I'm a mountain and I get around.
I'm a goat man.
And if you see my reflection in that snow-covered hill, landslide, ride it down.
Let's see.
Sitting on her crack addict boyfriend, everyone knows it's windy.
That's great.
Windy has table legs that she uses to beat. All right, yeah, it's getting worse. It's really, yeah, we're making it worse.
It's funny though. I think that's my favorite sing-along we've done. That's very good.
That was great, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Why
amazing.
didn't I rhyme rear instead of, I said but, and I could have said rear to rhyme with it was a very good year.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Very
Yeah.
good year when wiping my rear. Yeah, why didn't you do that?
I don't know, Scott.
Brian,
Missed
I-
opportunity.
Where people are going to hold this against you for a while. It's
I'm disappointed in myself more than anything.
completely understand.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go now. Thanks, everybody, for being here. I'll let you know if I have any fun dentist stories today. Should be all normal, but who knows? You never know. You never know when you go in there. So that'll be later. Tomorrow, we have a new show. Everything's good Tuesdays. Everything's good Tuesdays. So be back here tomorrow for a big, cool day. That's it. Patreon.com/TMS is where you can support this nonsense. If you like us, that's the place to do it. Lots of descriptions and information there if you are not already aware. Thank you, everybody who already does. Frogpants.com/TMS for everything else. That's it. Brian, let's get out. What do you got? Song?
Yes. Well, we just heard from him. TMS Mashups celebrated a birthday a couple days ago, and he sent this in. And see how many of these you can see if you how many of these you can recognize.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian. While taking a pee this morning, I was hungry, thirsty, exhausted. Is it too early for a fish sandwich? I guess we'll find out. Car's out of gas, but thankfully we got scooters. Still riding a serious buzz from last night. Hope I don't get a DWI. Pulled up to the drive-thru and they only gave me one piece of fish. I asked for more fish, but they refused to give me any more fish. With a huff, I then yelled, "You can eat rice!" and drove away. At least I have these tomatoes. Wait, these are black. Tomatoes aren't supposed to be black.